Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PISO21 podcast. We're hitting you with yet another legendary episode, and today's special guest, hailing all the way from 305 Miami, the king himself, the one and only DJ DOUZA.
What up, gang?
Did I do that correct, Shadow?
Yeah, that was great.
That was good, huh?
That was
I think
amazing.
I'm ready to become a DJ. I think I'm ready.
I think you are. You got what it takes. You have the look already. Look at you.
You think so?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Ah,
Yeah.
shut up.
You got
You
90%
look like
of
you
what
could
it
be in
needs.
Tulum right now, setting the vibe during a sunset or a sunrise set.
Little Afro house.
Yeah.
Latin Afro house.
Yeah, look at this
Yeah.
shit. Look at this bullshit right here.
Yeah?
Baby, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, you know where? Anywhere outside of this gloomy weather, I'd be super happy. I'd be super happy to be. So
I mean, let's talk about it. Obviously, they can see what's going on. It's overcast, gray skies. In August, we still got plenty of summer left. This is
well,
bullshit.
here's a conversation that DOUZA and I were having earlier. This motherfucker said, I brought the weather to you guys because apparently you let them know what you said earlier.
Literally, I was just gonna chime in on that because I've been keeping up with the weather from Portland for like the past 2 weeks. Because like obviously, like I want to know what I'm gonna bring, what I'm gonna do. I like to plan out my life, you know. So I was like, all right, the weather has been fantastic. I don't even have to be there here to tell you guys that I know your weather has been absolutely fantastic. You know why? Because my weather back at home has been absolute shit, dog shit. Just fucking rain. And when it says it's like a 20% chance of rain, best believe it's gonna rain, bro. No matter what.
On a 20%.
On a 20% chance, bro.
That 20% means 100% you're fucked.
Yeah,
And you know what?
exactly.
There might be a hurricane. There might be a fucking
Facts.
hurricane. And you know what else? Your house might be in the middle of the goddamn fucking hurricane and you're fucked.
And you're fucked.
Goddamn.
And you know what else? And you might not have insurance to cover that house. So welcome to Oregon, my man. Yeah.
Let's go.
So where I was going with that was the fact that it's been so beautiful, and the 2 days, brother. I landed last night. The 2 days that I'm here to enjoy the day is freaking raining, bro, or gloomy, to say the least. So
You
I'm like,
must
for
have
sure I brought it.
pissed off. You must have pissed off some people because like Mother Earth mainly.
Yeah,
You must have
Mother
pissed
Earth
off
for
Mother
sure.
Earth
Yeah.
because for her to say, "Oh, DOUZA's crossing the country to get away from this bullshit," I'm gonna give it
I'm
to
gonna
him.
go with him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
What'd you do? Why'd you piss it off like that?
Yeah,
Dude,
what
I don't
happened?
even know, man. I'm trying to think back. I'm like, did I do any like spiritual shit here in Portland? Because I did a lot of trails back when I was here, back in July with my girl. So I don't know, man.
You fucking
did I
pissed.
piss
Take
off?
a rock home or what?
No, I think I just like put my nose too deep in a rose, bro, and like it didn't
Oh,
like
you
it.
can't
Bro.
do
You know
that
what they
shit,
call
bro.
it?
You
You guys
can't
are
do
known
that
for your
shit.
roses, bro. So
Yeah.
maybe
Roses
I might
really
have-
do be like smelling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Exactly.
Was it during Rose Festival week or what?
Yes, it was. That's
fuck.
why.
You fucked up.
So let's dive into this shit real quick, right? So you've obviously been, to Portland several times. You said a number of 6 times. Shout out Calle 6. Let's go.
Okay, so, hell yeah.
So, it's always really exciting to have you over. But, obviously this is a new venture for Shadow and I, PISO21, powered by Calle 6. We're going to tailor it so that, it's informative, it's organic, it's raw, it's comical. We love comedy. This is a non-censored podcast, so what that means is please say what you mean, say it with your chest, right? Feel free to use them popular words. What do we call them? Curse words. Yeah, honestly, be yourself. We want not just like your audience, but because we know you have a pretty big following, but we want Calle 6, like the people that actually go out there and support Calle. And when you come in, it's always an exciting moment because it's kind of like, oh shit, like DJ DOUZA is gonna be here, so let's go support. So what I would want to get out of this segment is letting our viewers know like more about who you really are. How did you get here? Like what inspired you to DJ? We obviously know you're a DJ, right? But like, let's talk about that. Like, introduce yourself to like our public. Like, what do you do? What do you do outside of DJing? How do you come up? How did that even happen? Talk to us about that.
So I appreciate it, man. And honestly, I think this is I love what you guys are doing with your podcast, and I think this was the perfect moment because one of the things that I want to chime in on is like I love this city, man. Like this city has been so welcoming, like everyone from the Calle family to just anyone. Like it's literally felt like a second home. and I love this because I want to get personal with Portland and you know, I don't want to just be the DJ that, oh, coming from Miami, cool, comes, kills it. No, like I like to get personal with people. I want people to know who I am, how I am, what I do, and how I do it. You know, so so a little bit about myself. I started DJing roughly around, I'm 31 years old right now, roughly around 15, 16 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, so it all started. Yeah, I'm old, bro.
Look, I've asked this to like everybody. How you feeling, bro? Like, how's your back?
It's hurting, bro.
Yeah, is that the only thing that's hurting?
No, honestly, my back, I don't notice it as much as my knees, bro.
Oh,
like
fuck.
on some real stuff, bro. When I'm driving, I love driving. I'm all about cars. It's my second love besides DJing. I mean, besides my girl.
Yeah. Let's correct that. Let's correct that. Yeah.
Cut that out.
I got you.
Nah, but
your knees though. Your knees,
bro. So I love driving. I don't care for driving. I will be the DD. I will be like, bro. You want to drive? You don't want to drive, bro? I got you. I love driving. So the problem that I have, bro, is that past, like, I kid you not, and this happens obviously in planes because the flight over here, like you said, is cross country, dude. I'm flying for like 9 hours because there's hardly any direct flights.
Yeah.
To get a direct flight, you need to book it at least 3 months in advance.
Yeah.
So I'm always taking connections. So the fact that my knee is literally at a 90-degree angle for more than a few hours, it like I like get up and like it's just like aches, bro. Like I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
And it started when I was like 29, like not even joking, like towards the 30s, bro.
That's a year ago, my boy. Like,
yeah, exactly.
A year ago before you turned 30, you said, "Fuck, my knees are fucked." Right?
Dude,
so
banged up, bro.
But did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I played soccer.
Oh,
I
so
played soccer.
Okay, so that's
That
not
has to
like
do with it too. Yeah, I played soccer for like 10 years.
What position?
Midfield.
Oh shit! So you can run.
So soy gordito, pero I
Yeah,
can run.
you carry your weight. Let's go.
I can carry my weight.
That's
brother.
cool.
I played midfield and I also played goalie for a while.
Oh,
Best
no
believe
shit.
My short ass could fucking stop some goals.
So
bro.
how tall are you?
I'm 5. I was gonna say 5'4". Because I heard it recently. Nah, I'm 5'5". Algunas veces me paso por 5'6", pero
5'6".
like 5'5".
When the sun comes out, you're 5'6".
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then after a few drinks, I'm back to 5'5", bro.
Yeah.
So you're a goalie, and then you went to midfield, and then how long did you play soccer for?
For like 10 years.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
So you can legit kick a soccer ball.
Yeah, I still play to this day, just not like professionally. I play like to get some cardio in.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, well, fuck. Like, Shadow loves playing soccer. So he's actually part of a rec team here in the Tualatin area.
For real?
Yeah, I'm a fire goalie, bro.
Oh,
He's co-ed.
I got the 8 ball. I mean, the 8 hands, you know.
Dude.
Yeah, one time, I'm not gonna tell that story because it's just whatever.
No,
but
don't say it.
okay, I won't. But Shadow plays. He plays goalie. He's been doing it for how long have you been doing it, Shadow?
Since freshman year. So what is that?
But you didn't make varsity, right?
No, I never made the team, but I still played. You know. This motherfucker's bullshit like a motherfucker, bro.
But Shadow played football. He played football, so he was a football guy. But they do have like co-ed rec teams here that they do like an open gym sesh.
Mm-hmm.
So man, if you ever come back, let us know in advance, because there is a lot of things you can do here in Portland outside of going to Calle and DJing. You know, fucking shit up. I feel like a lot of out of town DJs come in. And if I was an out of town DJ and I went into like a different state, right, or a different city, I'd be like, I want to know, I'm planning my day. Like, what am I doing out there? Like, am I doing the one thing you need to do in Miami? If not, you didn't go to Miami, so to speak. And Portland has a lot of those things, I feel like. And I feel like you're one of the few DJs. Some do go out, Shadow, if I'm not mistaken. But you're one of the few DJs that I do know that I look at my phone and you're like, yo, bro, what's good out here? Like, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go? Like,
you've gone on a few hikes, right? Like,
Shadow, this fucker went to a museum that I've never even heard of in my life, in my fucking life, and I've lived here forever.
He
like,
does it right out here, bro.
Yeah, he's like, bro, I went to this. It's literally called what weird museum?
Well, I don't. All right, so I told
No,
you that.
take a sip of that shit, because
I told you that because I was butchering it. All right, it's not. It's just like. It's literally a museum of just strange things. It's
like weird shit.
Weird shit. I don't know how, like, typically museums should show facts, but it was just so many weird things in there that I don't really even think that they're all factual. Cause I mean, shit, like,
because it's weird.
it's just weird.
But that's probably where the slogan "Keep Portland Weird" comes from, because weird shit be happening here all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like that museum, the fact that it's even like, I'd love to go to it. So send me the reference to it later so that
It
I
was
can.
cheap. It was only like $10.
Honestly, I'd probably never go because I don't really like museums unless they're artistic museums. Then I'm like, okay, that's dope. Like if
It's an artistic museum.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's not like trust me, I don't like museums like that either.
Oh, okay, yeah. If not, like if it's some piece that I need to see because Leonardo da Vinci fucking did some shit on there, and I'm like, oh, that's part of history. I need to see it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But some weird shit, like literally guts out and blood.
That's what you saw.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, you saw weird shit. Like
weird shit.
it was.
It was honestly like just to like pass the time. Like the museum in itself is, I think your living room is bigger than the museum.
Oh,
it's
shit.
not that big, bro. It's not that big. It has cool little props. Like you saw a prop of my girlfriend, right? In the little like dead body.
Yeah.
It had that. I didn't show you. There was another prop that like if you take the picture at a certain angle, it looks like you're hanging off a skyscraper. But it's just like cool little.
Yeah,
things
it's
to do.
you know. Well, at least you can now say that you did it.
Exactly.
Like it's done.
Yeah.
You know, like would you do it again?
Yeah, why not?
Oh shit. Huh.
We have a lot of museums that.
I mean, I
I've
would,
never
but I
been
wouldn't
to.
because it's so small that I already got all the information I needed.
Yeah.
Right? I would do it again as in like a gesture of you haven't gone, so I'll go with
okay,
you.
so,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
but
hopscotch.
you hopscotch?
Oh yeah, have you gone to that?
No, what is that?
We need to go after we're
It's-
done with this segment. Like,
yeah, it's like
legit.
a little artsy, interactive art installations. It's pretty cool.
And they have, most importantly, they have alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
catch
So-
me there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bomb. And is it expensive still? I think it's like $35, right?
Yeah, it's like 30.
Yeah, that's not too
35
bad, honestly. Drinks make it to like $250 tab, but
Easily.
yeah, but it's a cool experience for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's circle back around. So you know, you coming into Portland, you know, it sounds like you love it. It sounds
Yeah.
like you love the vibes here. It sounds like you enjoy coming here. You mentioned a little bit about Calle 6, but I'm just curious, man. What about Portland do you really gravitate towards versus like Miami? Because I'll be honest. One of our barbacks went to Miami just now. He got back last night, and he spoke wonders about it, right? And for example, for us, like I've been to Miami, Shadow, you've been to Miami, and we're like, dude, Miami's fucking sick. It was dope. And would you say it's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, you're going to a new place, and you're like, oh, this is like euphoric in a way, and I love it, or is it really something that captivates, you know, the whole atmosphere of Portland, and you gravitate towards that? I mean, I don't know. I'd like to hear like what your perspective is on that. Like, what about Portland is it that you really fuck with?
So that's a great question because you're right. Obviously, people that don't live in Miami say that like, oh, like, you know what? Why is it, or like, why do you speak so well of like other places, aka like Portland, or like, you know, like, what do I love about Portland? What I love about Portland is, man, not for anything. I'm a people person, right? I love interacting with people, and like the way I was raised, I'm just like, I like just being genuinely nice, and like I just feel like you catch more people that are somewhat rude in the aspect in Miami versus here in Portland. Even though I have heard of people that live here that say that there aren't that many, like they don't see what I see. But sure, I can take you guys to Miami. We can have a ball. Man, you won't be able to do everything you can do in Miami in one trip because there's everything and anything to do there. So yes, Miami's a beautiful city. I love it. The nightlife is insane, right? The food is insane, like we were talking about, because you get food, like you get Cuban food, you get all types of food, and like it's like all types of food, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So like it's very culturally well-rounded when it comes to Miami. But Miami's one of those places, in my opinion, that it's great to visit. It's great to vacate. It's great to party. It's great to get that 1 week out of your system. You know what I'm saying? But
how expensive is Miami?
Very expensive.
Okay, so don't go there.
If you want to go to one of their top clubs and pay $30 for a watered down drink, yeah, sure, that's cute. But
Shadow, I don't think we should go, bro.
You're gonna break the bank for sure.
You know, and that's
Guaranteed.
interesting that you say that because I talk to Shadow all the time about this. I'm like, bro, like, why would you want to go to Vegas, for example, and pay like a $60 drink or some shit? when we can literally, bro, go to like, I don't know, Colombia, like, you know, Puerto Rico, and pay like not even a fraction of that, and have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not deep. Like, if anybody that's going to Miami, like, I'm not saying don't go, but
Same.
You know,
It's
like,
experience.
It's experience. Exactly.
It's
It's not. If you really want an experience, I feel like, and you want your bigger bang for your dollar, I think definitely could. Even Mexico, like Mexico, you can get a bang for your dollar there. Like, you know, it's just, you know, an opinion there. So, I'm gonna take this swig before I ask the next question. You guys can mingle amongst yourselves.
Yeah, let's do a little swig.
To chime in on that even more, it's kind of like you said, like, yeah, like, you want to go to, like, if you go to Miami, yo, all for it, man. It's great. It's fun. You're not going to have a bad time. It's just one of those things that, like, I guarantee you, like, yeah, you are paying more, but I will tell you this, there's nothing like Miami. I mean, I haven't been to all places in the world, but I can guarantee you that even though you're paying that double the price or whatever, you're not going to get the same experience that you get in Miami.
That's right.
Anywhere else.
That's right.
So, yeah, the money comes and goes, like we all know. We make that money, we spend it, and all I can tell you is I will always support people going to Miami, and I want you guys to go to Miami so you guys can experience what I'm telling you. It's an experience in itself, and money can't buy that experience.
That's fucking 100%. That's
100%.
Maybe that's what I missed. I'm sorry, people. The experience is what you're paying for. The experience, because you don't have Miami every day here. You have Portland, right? And Portland within itself, I mean, it's a beautiful city, to be honest with you. I personally, I have been to all 50 states, and I think it was maybe Brian, I can't remember. Someone asked me, like, if you could move anywhere in the U.S., where would you go? And I was like, you know what, bro? Honestly, I would stay right here. Like, I get to see all 4 seasons. Like, the sun, like, I get to see, it's you have like in the East Coast, it's really, really cold, and it's like dry cold. It's a different type of cold. Southern is not really my vibe. The southern states are not really my vibes for obvious reasons. My color's just not correct right now. But and then just Oregon's just really what you know. So I feel like I'd like to think that I'm not staying complacent. I feel like this is just really home for me, understanding that I have seen like what's out there, maybe Seattle. I'd probably do Seattle, but even Seattle's too big for me. I feel like LA, like there's no reason in this planet why you need to have 7 lanes, like for anything. Like that just shouldn't be a thing. And it's just overcrowded. You know what I mean? So DOUZA, going back to you, my man, where are you from though? Like where are your roots embedded? Like what's your ethnic group?
All right. So I was born in Jersey, but I was raised in Miami, and my parents are Puerto Rican Honduran.
Who from your mom and dad is it Puerto Rican?
My dad.
Your dad's Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
What part?
Ponce.
Ponce? How far is that from? Where is that? Is north, east, west?
Did you know that you can actually travel the whole island in one day, right?
Yeah. What is that? Well, how many hours is that?
Actually, I'm not really sure, so I don't want to say an actual number. But if I'm not mistaken, you can do it all in definitely in 24 hours or less.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I've never done it though.
Oh okay. No, that's good to know. That's good to know because I'm planning on traveling to Puerto Rico soon, so I might just dick around and drive the whole island. Fuck it. Well, maybe not. Like I would just probably do like a circle.
You're probably not. There's gonna be so much more things for you to do than to do that. That's just a fun fact. Trust me. In Puerto Rico, the time that you're not gonna do half the things you think you're gonna do because there's just so much to do in Puerto Rico, versus like anywhere. Like you have like I don't know if you guys not to chime in on this because it's not that important, but obviously there's a lot of more tourism now in Puerto Rico,
right?
Because of Bad Bunny's concert, and then I saw a recent post where unfortunately a tourist did pass away.
Oh yeah.
In like a not so well part of Puerto Rico, and this page that I follow put up a post, like this Puerto Rican page that I follow put up a post saying that like it's not that the tourist was at fault. However, what I'm trying to point out here is that there's so much to do, and what they were saying is like there's so much for you to do in Puerto Rico culturally and in every aspect that you'll never get bored, that there was no reason for you to be in a very bad part of the island at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. I'm not trying to throw shade or like I'm not defending anybody or dándole culpa a alguien, pero it's just going back to what you said. You're gonna have so much to do, that you're gonna be like I was in the Nike store, overwhelmed with like, oh my god, what am I? There's so much to do in every corner. The food, please have the food, man. The food is probably one of the best parts. Besides the alcohol and the party scene, the food, man, is out of this world. Bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's out of this world.
That's just gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the alcohol, to the food, to just the vibes of music, like the people just not giving a fuck about paying taxes. El jangueo is what you call that. Yeah. Not paying taxes means el jangueo means not paying taxes. That's what that means. No, it doesn't. What the fuck? But it's like all right. No, but to kind of piggyback on what you just said, DOUZA, I think you're right. I think, you know, any trip, not just to Puerto Rico, but in Mexico even, like you make it as expensive or as least expensive or as dangerous or as calm or as, you know, I think you need to ultimately as a traveler decide what your comfort zone is when it comes to all of those things, and you know, obviously err in the side of caution, you know. So I think if you stay within those parameters, you should be fine. Shadow and I, and Brian even, we've gone to, like, you know, we have these boys trips and we get dumbassed, like we get pretty fucked up, and we just say we do shit that the next morning we're like, is everybody here? Yeah. Like, did everybody make it back? What the where the fuck is Shadow at? You know? And so he said, well, he's like in the bathroom somewhere, or like, or I'm knocked out somewhere, you know? So it's like, damn, that was pretty dumbass. Like, why the fuck did we do that?
In a foreign ass country, we don't know anyone.
And it could have ended like really bad, right? So now, you know, now that we have more and we're grown, we still do dumbass shit. It's just like we think about it a little bit more. Like we're like, hey, I don't know. Like we just chill out. Maybe instead of going till 3, we should go till like 2:55. Like we should just chill for a little bit.
It's kind of like one of those, like what happened to me last night, right? Where like I went to Calle, right? I had a great time, but like I wasn't like super drunk. I was just tipsy, right? By the time everything ended, which, you know, you close at 2. So then I'm walking back to my hotel, which is literally across the street from Calle. And when I'm walking back, I remember as I'm walking in that they have a bar. So I was just like, oh, like I want to get litty, you know? So I go and I'm like, I go there and I'm talking with the girl that's like behind the bar. And I look at her, I'm like, I'm looking at the alcohol and I'm really contemplating life at this moment. I'm like, damn, should I take a shot? But then I was like, she's like, do you want anything? And I was like,
wait, this was here?
This was last night.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. And then I was just like, man, you know what? Like, why would I spend some money on a shot for me to go to sleep? Because that's all I really was gonna do. So I was like, you know what? Let me not push my limits right now. I was like, let me just be a good boy, go to sleep, and tomorrow's another day.
Yeah. There you go. So, do you travel by yourself often? Is it just?
Well, yes and no. There's times where I travel with my girl, and times I don't. Just because our schedules don't align, and we're both going to school, and we're both working, so. This time around, even though I had some time oh, hey, you want to go? You want to come with? She looked at her schedule, and realistically, she didn't know how she was going to be in school or like how everything was going to play out. So since she came last time, she was like, oh, I'm going to sit this one out. But she had major FOMO when I was on the way over.
So what do you prefer? Like, you prefer traveling by yourself or with like company?
Honestly, with company, with her. Like it just makes my trip a lot better. It makes traveling a lot easier. Not like I said earlier, I'm traveling for 9 hours, guys. Like it's
you and your knees and shit.
Yeah, me and my knees. Me and my knees.
Just you and your knees. You ready, knees? We're going.
Exactly. But yeah, it makes it a lot easier with her. Okay. Man. And it's not.
What about you, Shadow? You like traveling alone or with company?
I've only traveled alone, I think, once or twice, and it's really nice, actually.
I love it, bro. Yeah. I love traveling alone. There's just nothing to me, right? And I don't know, every situation is a little bit different. But I love being with just Padilla and his thoughts. That shit's tight to me. Like, no distraction, no nothing. If I'm late to the plane, I blame no one but myself. If I'm, and that's, I don't know. Just
Now that you said that, I'm not gonna lie. You kind of like triggered a little bubble in my head.
Trigger the bubbles,
and
man. Fuck
I think it's
shot.
It's definitely a shot. I can't reach the Patron from here.
Fuck, here we go.
But I want to chime back into the specific word that you called it. I think that it's situational because everything in life is situational. Like At least that's how I believe it, right? So, do I love traveling with my girl? I do because of what I said. However, you're right. I'm very fast paced in anything that I do. My mind is rolling. I'm here right now, but my mind is also rolling out thoughts for later today, for tomorrow, for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
So it does make it a lot more difficult if she's with me, because now it's not only me that I'm thinking about, it's her. And I'm not saying that she's a burden, but it's a lot sweeter. It hits that sweet spot where I'm alone. Like you said, if I'm late, it's my own fault. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't get frustrated at myself. I know. I'm very I time everything. I'm a numbers guy, so I'll time my way from here to the airport to making it there on time. Whereas like I can't plan for that if I have someone else with me, because without due respect, she's going on her own time. You know what I'm saying?
Like she's doing like not her specifically, but for example, like they gotta do their makeup, they gotta fucking shower like 3 times. Oh shit, I forgot my fucking fuck.
try to plan for yourself when someone else is running their own complete schedule. Like it's tough.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: would you say that you're a pretty good communicator? Like you communicate things well? Like with your partner, would you say like, oh, you know what? I can communicate well. Like I can tell her this is our itinerary and this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I can communicate that well.
Would she say the same thing? Like, oh yeah, you know what? DOUZA is the best communicator I know.
She wouldn't say I'm the best communicator. She'll give me the benefit of the doubt. At least I think so. Right?
Or would she be like,
she'll be like,
yeah.
Right? And it's a hit or miss, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like just because I may communicate her my schedule and how I like to roll things doesn't mean it plays out that way.
No, sure. And I only ask that because as guys, I feel like we're just wired this way. We're like, we know what the fuck we're doing. Like we know when we wake up, we know what needs to get done. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. And then for example, with like even my managing team, even Brian, right? Because that's like he's my partner, right? For business. So I have to tell him like, hey bro, like sometimes I do shit without him and I did not communicate those things, and then like he'll ask like, hey bro, like did this happen or did we do this? And then I'm frustrated because I'm like, yeah bro, like what the fuck, like that got done, or this and this and that, and so for me, it's more understanding like, well, I should have communicated that I was going to do it, or that this was going to get done at this point, and so in business, relationship, whatever the fuckery, communication is always going to be key, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just so in my fucking zone, not even to be rude to that person or whatever, but I'm so in my zone that I forget to communicate a lot of things because I'm like, I just know what needs to get done. Fuck it. And it's going to get done, and I don't need to tell you everything, and it's going to get done. And then, when they fuck up or not fuck up, but didn't do something because I didn't communicate certain things, it's kind of like, wait a minute, what? Like, you're kind of holding me back right now. This is kind of like an anchor vibe situation. What are you doing? And that's why, the communicating part. I don't know, Shadow, what your thoughts are on that, or I don't know. Do you communicate? What the fuck's your deal?
Yeah, I'm a great communicator, man. I will talk about it, if it needs to be talked about.
Like if it's a fight?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
How many times have you gotten into a fight in your life? Would you say like that? We're like legit. I'm gonna fucking toss my laptop against the wall right now.
Not a lot, but
because you communicate, right?
Yeah, because I communicate. Because like I can control my emotions. I don't react immediately. So. Yeah, I would say I'm a pretty good communicator.
I feel like, what about you? Do you react?
You're a chill guy, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like DOUZA reacts immediately. Do you react immediately?
I do. I'm a for the record, I'm a Pisces man.
What's that mean? Are we friends?
For anybody who is into astrology and all that, once I laid the line that I just told you guys that I'm a Pisces man, everyone who knows about astrology is looking at this podcast is like, that guy's emotional as hell, and I am. I carry it on like on me. Like,
I'm Pisces too, though.
Oh,
I'm Pisces too.
Wait, what the fuck? What is it? What's going on?
But I am emotional though. I'm emotional.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you guys compatible?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. Usually?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my dog.
The dog clap. Okay, cool. I'm a Sagittarius, I think.
I don't know anything about Sagittarius.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we're good. We're in the right pack. We're
Yeah.
doing the right thing. Okay.
But yeah, I am very reactive. I am very emotional. If I'm upset, I can't hide it. If I'm frustrated, I can't hide it. If I'm flustered, I can't hide it. If I'm happy, you're gonna see it. If I'm tired, you're gonna see it. Like there's not like there like literally. I go to therapy, and I've been going to therapy for years. I think it's a great thing, and even my own therapist. Like I still remember this. Like the other day, he told me one day, he's like, dude, like, you don't have any poker face, bro. Like you cannot hide
Damn.
how you're feeling. And I'm like, damn, like shit, it's true. I can't. I try, but it's like a struggle in itself. But
Damn.
I'm very reactive. I will tell you how I feel, and I would, if you like it, cool. If you don't, it's all good.
So let's get raw for 2 seconds here. So you said a trigger word for me, right? And you said therapy. So for me, you don't have to tell us why or what, but how, like, for individuals who like are seeking, maybe they're going through some shit. Let's talk about that. They're going through some shit and they can't talk to like their significant others or family even, or friends within the Latino community. Like, this is how I grew up. You don't talk about your problems, period, right? You just talk about, like, if you talk about anything, you don't talk about your problems. You bottle that shit in and you keep moving forward. You cry on your own and fix it on your own. And that's just kind of how it is. For like a Mexican, like, you know, traditional, I don't even want to say machista, but like, you know, like a traditional, like Mexican male, you know, like, I don't know that, you know, you could ever go and talk to your grandpa about, hey, like, I have this emotional feeling that I haven't been able to work through. You know, like, I don't think that, I don't know, that's just that you just don't do that, right?
Yeah.
So through, like, you know, the years, like, I've actually myself have gone through like the idea of like, oh fuck, man, I need to talk to somebody. Like, there's some shit going on right now, and I don't know that I can necessarily like talk to even like a significant other or like my brother or my sisters or my parents or whoever, right? Teachers. So I think that there's a stigmatic, like negative stigmatic, like feel to like talking to, having like a therapist or like talking to somebody that can kind of walk you through your own emotions, because for males it's kind of like, oh, you're kind of weak for that, you know. And I don't think that that's necessarily the case, but without even sharing too much, maybe like, you know, shine some light on like how, if you know, uplifting that was for you, or if, you know, if you were able to decompress, like, how was that journey?
1,000%. So I will be the one to tell you that it's true. And besides being Mexican, just the whole Latino community, I think I can speak about when it comes to males. It's very, like you said, it's embedded in us. Oh, don't show your emotions, or like, don't speak of like your bad feelings inside. You're a man, you know, you gotta be this man stigma. You're a part of being a man. You can't cry, you gotta go to the gym, you gotta hit the iron, you gotta just be a man for your family. And yeah, that's all great, but how are you gonna be that when your emotions are eating you inside and you don't have, like, brother, I'm sorry, we're all human beings, you know what I'm saying? And like, at the end of the day, a part of being a human is having those emotions. Those emotions aren't a lie. Whether they live in you and you don't want to share them, or they live in you and you want to share them, they're living inside of you. And I am a big believer. I was just the same before therapy, but it got to a point in my life that I was just spiraling out of control, and it was very hard for me. And I had no, it's not that I didn't have any other option. It was just one of those, like, I can't talk bad about it if I didn't try it. So I tried it, and don't get me wrong, maybe the first time it doesn't work, you know, like a lot of things in life. But you can't just give up. That's what I was always taught to do by my father. So I was like, you know what? That first therapist was young, and I didn't feel like he was getting to me. So I was like, I gave it another shot with another therapist, and that therapist that I gave it another shot with was the one that helped me like heal better. I'm not 100% healed. We all have our demons. Sure. And the reason I went into therapy is because I have my own demons that I've always been battling with since I was a little kid. And let me tell you, man, that it's not that therapy is going to take away those demons. It's that therapy is going to help you handle those demons and be a better human being, because without you, believe it or not, I believe everything has a domino effect. And it's a snowball effect too. Like, you carry those emotions, you don't let them out, they're going to channel in some other way. Whether you believe it or not, they're going to channel in. Sometimes maybe you have a hard conversation with an employee at your business, or maybe you have a hard one-to-one with your best friend because, I don't know, you had a frustrating moment that you didn't know that because you're not going to therapy to deal with whatever demons you're hiding inside of you, they come out little by little in any other way, and sometimes you might snap. I'm not saying that this might happen to you, but it's what happened to me. Sometimes I saw myself being ugly, like snapping on people when I was like, why am I snapping on people? Or like, why am I reacting a certain way when it's not, it's not healthy at least. I didn't like the way I was treating others. I didn't like the way I was treating myself. I wasn't loving myself. I was just so mad, so caught up in my emotions that I didn't know how to, like, it's just the not knowing of how to handle them that therapy helped me get there. Therapy helped me, okay, think about it like this. And like, I promise you that I didn't have anyone to tell me this. I didn't have a friend of mine that went to therapy. I learned this all on my own. And before going to therapy, I can tell you that I didn't know what it meant to go to therapy. I thought the same thing. I was like, what normal people think sometimes are like, oh, therapy is just a waste of money. You're just going there to have somebody tell you something you may want to hear. No, it's quite the opposite, man. That person is just there to listen to you. That person is just there to listen to you, and they're professionals to help you figure your own emotions out. And I don't really know how to explain it, but all I can tell you is that going to therapy opened up my sense of healing and sense of thinking and channeling my emotions in a better way because I'm a very emotional person. Is therapy for everybody? I can't tell you that, but I can tell you that for me it worked. It worked, and it has been working. Yeah. And if I ever have a bad time, I know I could talk to my therapist about it, and we could try to figure it out, or I could figure out a way on how to deal with it.
Go ahead, Shadow.
Would you say that, because I've never really been to therapy, but would you say they kind of like listen to you and like they give you the tools that might be useful for you to work through it?
1,000%. The biggest thing about therapy is that you have all right, so these are the things you're going to take from therapy. You have a professional who knows what they're doing and is listening to you. They're not talking. The same way that I'm talking right now and you guys are hearing my story is the same way that person is talking to you. They're just listening to what you have to say, and they're using their own tools professionally to obviously guide you in a way that can help you heal. And then on top of that, they just, they help you figure out your own life without you having a biased opinion. Because don't get me wrong, before therapy, I'd ask my friends, my best friend, that I would call all the time, and I'd ask her, hey, like, dude, am I going crazy for thinking this way? Or am I like, I'd try to use her as a therapist. And no matter what, man, at the end of the day, your best friend could tell you they don't want to be biased, but they're going to be biased. Yeah. Because they love you and they care about you and they do it naturally. Yep. A therapist is there collecting obviously a paycheck because he's a professional, but he's also trying to aid you in an unbiased way because they don't know who you are, and it doesn't aid them to be biased. Yeah.
So I think it's fair to say that a therapist has a number one non-biased opinion, which is very important, right? It's not like you're chismeando with your fucking neighbor or your best friend, and they're like you said, your friends are always gonna be your friends. They're gonna have your back no matter what.
Yep.
Two, I think you as an individual need to want the help. You're gonna want that opportunity to sit in front of somebody and be brave enough to explore and say some shit that you probably have never even said out loud. That's really important. You have to be brave enough and give yourself grace to essentially go through that, because you're already kind of not used to doing that, period, right? So to do it in front of a stranger, I can imagine that could be a little tough. Yeah, they're a professional, but at the end of the day, you're dealing with your own, skeletons in your closets and your own demons and your own situations, and you know yourself more than anybody else does, period. And then lastly, I think that if you don't, it's not even a matter of like you figuring out that there's a problem. I think it's a matter of like you identifying the problem and where the fuck it's coming from. Like if you can identify where it's coming from, right? Whether this is a feeling in your body or whether this is a thought in your mind, because you have to think about this. Like your mind, your brain is wired to make you, like, to allow you to survive. It's always on survival mode. Yeah. So it creates these fears so that you can survive, period, right? So one of the biggest struggles that people have is one, identifying with what is actually happening in their lives, or connecting with themselves because they're so disconnected by other things, distractions, what society wants them to be, what your family wants you to be. As a Latino growing up in a Latino household, you need to start working at the age of 16, 17. You need to do this. You need to, there's all these pressures that get applied, I feel like, and you lose your true self of entity along the way. And as a result, you get young adults that wander around the streets of fucking Portland without sense of direction, it, so to speak, right? So, or in life, right? So to gear around your professional, artistic profession, right? How important has music or DJing been, if any? Like, have you used that as an outlet of like, oh shit, you know what? Like, maybe I was in this dark spot here, but DJing has catapulted me to do this. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it did the total opposite. Maybe shine some light on that.
It's funny you say that because that's actually the reason why DJing came about. Because my parents...
I fucking knew it, bro. So, there was always a superpower. Because Brian asked, like, what's your DJ superpower? Yeah. He'd be asking shit like that. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I bet most great DJs... They used it as an escape. They used it because it's like, I need to do something with this energy. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, my parents separated when I was about 11 years old. And I still remember vividly, like, all the fights when I was a little kid, all the back and forth. I still remember even the story on, like, how that came about and why, like, literally from one night to the other, like, I go to sleep one night and then the next night I wake up and my mom's not there. And I'm like, yo, where the hell did my mom go with my sisters?
Damn, it was like that then, huh?
Like that. It was one of those moments where, like, literally I woke up. And it's the funniest thing because even though it's kind of like, yo, whoa, like that sucks. Like, it's sad, right? Yeah. You want to hear the funny part? You want to hear the funny part? You want to hear the funny part?
There's a funny part to this?
My mom's a whiz, bro. My mom, you know what she did? She said, okay, I'm leaving. I'm not telling my son this. But you know where she moved to? Next door. I swear, I can't even make this shit up. Literally, next door, she moved into a little efficiency with my two sisters, and that was them separating.
Oh, really?
But yeah, so to go back to the whole DJing.
So how did that work? Hold on. So were you able to visit? Like,
yeah, of course.
But like, were you there like 3 days out of the week, and then you'd have to come back, or what was this?
It was such a long time ago. I don't really remember. There was a point where I did end up moving in with my mom,
but to you, it's like now I have two homes and shit, and like the yard got bigger because like now, because now I can just go everywhere.
Exactly.
Holy fuck, that's kind of funny actually.
Exactly.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So then to go back into what you were saying, DJing. The way I discovered DJing was my parents would fight so much, man, that like. It's not even something to like be sad about, or I was sad, I'd go into my room and like be crying or anything.
Well, you were 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when they had separated and they were still fighting. But come fast forward to like when I was 14, 15 is when like I discovered that this DJ program called Virtual DJ, and I was like, oh, well, that looks cool. And I thought I was a badass because if you remember on Virtual DJ was just on your computer and you hit a button, it would do the scratch out effect, the or whatever the hell you want to call it. It did the echo effect. It did everything for you. Mm-hmm. So I thought I was a DJ, and then, fast forward, I was like, yo, I really like this. I think I could be, I love music, and that's where my passion came into it, and then I just started doing it. And this is where I am now. But I started DJing like high school lunches. So in high school during lunch, I'd set up a little DJ set. I'd play music for the high school kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I started.
No pay?
Yeah, no pay. But everything for my senior year got paid for. I got my prom paid for by the principal. The principal would take me out to eat the BK all the time. He paid for my grad bash. He paid for my date. He paid for everything.
That's tight.
So I guess that's how I got compensated. But I never did it for the money. I never came into this industry for the money at all. I went into it just for the passion.
Just for the passion of music. Shadow, you have a similar I can't say that your parents are still together, and your parents are like the most loving people that I know.
Well, there was actually a situation where they had a serious family talk, and they asked us, "Hey, mom's leaving. Who do you want to stay with?" So there was a situation.
Way.
Yeah, there was definitely a situation. Wow. So I can feel that.
I didn't know that about you.
I was a similar age, so that shit fucked me up. I was like, what the fuck?
You were what, 11?
Yeah, right around that age. So there was a situation like that. And I fucking...
What was the reason? Why?
They were just fighting a lot. They were fighting a lot.
And they said, we're just going to fucking split?
It just got to that point where they literally
So
sat
who
down
did
the
you
whole family.
choose? Who did you want to go
I
with?
said, fuck that. I said, I'm not choosing either one of you.
And they stayed together.
And that's when the family first started getting into Christianity. So I like flipped it on them, like, aren't you supposed to not break up if you're a
No,
follower
you
of Christ?
didn't, bro.
You're smart.
And I was like, and I said, have you guys prayed about it?
Game over. And you dropped the mic.
And then you just grabbed everyone in kumbaya.
I literally grabbed the whole family. I did a prayer.
Well, I'm laughing not
It was
because
hilarious.
I don't think that your story is like, I'm not demeaning your story,
No.
right? And that struggle. But I'm laughing because you're the most lit person I know. And when you tell me that you brought your family together and like,
To
you know,
pray.
like, and you brought up like kumbaya vibes, I'm like, bro, no, you didn't. But honestly, that's your gift. I will say that.
Yeah.
You can bring, as we'll see it tonight. Shadow, yo, if today's Friday, hit up. Well, by the time, no, you'll see some shit tonight. You'll see some shit
Yeah,
tonight.
fair.
Yeah, but you know, Shadow always gets on the mic, and he's got a real sense of like getting everybody together on the same page. So it doesn't surprise me. And sometimes, how many siblings do you have in your family?
I got 2 like full brothers, and then I got some siblings in Mexico. My pop's other family.
Like half siblings?
Yeah.
Okay, so total of 4.
5.
5 with
Yeah.
you. You are we're middle child.
6 total.
Are you a middle child, baby? What are you?
Yeah, I'm a middle child.
Okay, so that's a pretty decent family. Like it's a pretty good sized family.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like large. You're talking about Mexico, fucking 17 kids and
real.
shit. 2 of them died. Some crazy shit. Yeah. But
Literally.
there's siblings that, you know, it's so crazy because I've seen in other families how different siblings have different gifts.
Yeah.
To help the family.
Yeah.
I don't know do you have other siblings, sisters?
I have 3 sisters.
And you're the only guy?
I'm the only guy.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How's that growing up?
So one of the 3 sisters is a part of my dad's family, and she always lived in Jersey. So
Oh.
like I wasn't raised with her. So the other 2, they're older and they're women, but I mean it was all right. Honestly, I'm actually really happy that I was, you know, grew up like that because it gave me a lot of sense of respect towards women, and it made me the man that I am today when it comes to how I view women.
Okay.
You know, so
you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
So you're the baby.
I'm the baby, bro.
That's crazy because I feel like too what I was saying is typically the and I've seen this like, you know, again with other families where like the baby in some families, everybody goes to the baby of the family. Like they're more responsible, they save more money. At least in my family, that's how it was. My youngest brother, he was the most responsible. I was a piece of shit, legit. Like I just didn't give a fuck about doing nothing. Like I was rebellious, and I paved the way like that. But my brother was more like, I'm gonna read a book on a fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna do this and that. And a lot of the times when we got into some trouble, like I would go to my younger brother and be like, yo, bro, like, you know, can I borrow $15-20? Like I need to do X, Y, and Z, and he'd have it, right? My sister, she was more of a like dialogue, like so she would like, she knew what to say. She was more structured. She like knew what she was doing in life, blah 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 blah, you know. And so you have these different, even though you come from the same like mom, you come from the same wound, you still have like that super like power that, you know, your family needs, and that's what the family is, you know. It takes every single one to create that family atmosphere. I now look at that and I'm like, well, my family is Calle Seis, and when I come to build like the team,
Yeah.
I look at these different aspects, like, okay, what's that person do for me? Like, oh shit, that's their superpower, they can do that. What about over there? Like, oh fuck, we absolutely need that right there. What's Brian doing? Yeah, but I definitely do need you. Come, let's get this done. So I mean, that's not to take away from anyone else, right? That's not saying that no one is able to, like, I guess, distinguish what their role is. But I think it's important as you're growing up. Like, for example, DOUZA saying, I look at women different because I grew up with 2 sisters, right? Like, whether they were close to you or not, or whether you guys are close now or not. Like, I think that that's really important because now you change the way you go about viewing women, period.
Yeah, of course.
You know? So that's really cool. So let's shift gears a little bit. Going back to like you said, your mom or your mom's from Honduras.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I haven't. Well, I've been, but I don't think it counts. I was there on a cruise. So I don't think it really counts as going to Honduras.
Get yourself on the cruise. Why not? Why doesn't it count?
Because
you didn't embark or disembark or whatever.
I did, and I did a whole ziplining fucking experience through the jungle. But like, I just don't think that was really like a Honduras experience.
How long were you there for?
Just one day.
Oh,
because it was one stop out of the like 5 stops I went to.
So you got off zipline, got back on
type? Yeah.
Oh,
that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did.
You're like, let's not count it, man. Let's talk about your pinnacle, right? Your level of success. Have you reached the pinnacles of success that you've been planning to reach? Has that happened yet?
When it comes to DJing, is that what
when it comes to your artistic like profession? Yes, DJing.
If I'm being completely, utterly honest with you, yes and no. The reason why I say yes and no is because I see myself at an age where I don't want to be 45 or 40, even nearly like getting to 40, and I have all the respect for everybody who is at that age. I have nothing bad to say about you. It's just me, my own personal opinion is that growing up, I had this idea of life, right? The whole American dream, right? The white picket fence, the family of 3 kids, the house, or this or that. And I haven't reached that, and that's still a goal of mine. And I'm, little by little getting there. However, going into this career when I was 15 years old, of course, all I thought about was the party scene, the getting paid for it, I'm sorry, babe, the women, the everything that came with it, the fame. I wanted to be famous and all this, cool stuff that you want to portray DJing as. And sure, there are some DJs that, take it to another aspect, but that was my idea of DJing. And I don't want to say anything where like, okay, I don't like DJing anymore. I will always love DJing, and music will always be my life. Mm-hmm. However, shifting gears, like, I got to be realistic with the situation. As I get older, I'm going to get more brittle. I'm not going to have the same charisma. I'm not going to have the same face. A lot of this DJing has to do with image, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So sorry if I'm going a little off on the subject, but going back to what you're saying, have I reached my full or like my dream? Not necessarily, but yes, because like pinch me and like I still think that this is a dream. I never thought that I'd get a residency in anywhere else but my home place.
Sure.
And that gives me so many emotions because like, 15-year-old me would have never thought I'd be here right now. 15-year-old me would have never thought that I'd make a name for myself like the way I've made it. And I'm not saying I'm like the biggest shit out there, but I am saying that I feel like I do have a lot that I've given to this, and it's given back to me. So it's not necessarily my dream goal, but God forbid if I die tomorrow, I will be extremely happy with how far I've gotten, and I'm completely happy with hanging the gloves, come to say here tomorrow, which is why I'm going back to school, because essentially my goal now has shifted gears a little bit. Okay. my life
shifting gears
has shifted gears a little bit. So
shifting gears.
Yes. Will I die happy if from here to tomorrow I hang up the gloves? Absolutely, because I've done things that I've never thought I could do. I never thought I'd have a residency somewhere completely across the country.
So DOUZA, talk to us about like a time that you're like, holy fuck, like you're DJing, right? You're on your situation, your little, what do you call it? Shadow, help me out. The terminology for your equipment. Mixers. Controller. Look at this shit. So you're on your controllers, mixers, and you're doing your shit, your little laptop, and you had this moment like, holy fuck, like I'm here right now. Have you had that? Where you like even get goosebumps and shit?
Yeah.
And where the fuck has that happened?
In Spain.
Yeah.
When I was DJing in Spain, and like I haven't talked about it, and I don't care to like, I never put it out there.
No, you're gonna put it out there right.
But I'm putting it out there now. Because you know what, man? Like,
come on.
PISO21, only at PISO21. Let's go.
Yeah,
exclusive. I'm taking a swig for that.
Take a swig, bro. Let's all take a swig. Because, man, honestly, the moment in my life where I was like, holy shit, somebody really pinched me, somebody freaking grab a gun, shoot me, make sure that I'm not dreaming, because
that's crazy.
I was in Spain DJing an after party for, God bless my brother Chris Palace, God bless Alejandro, God bless the whole team. I'm blessed enough to say that I was a part of a journey, that I was a part of his tour for Saturno, right? And that's how we all met.
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy.
I'll chime in on that a little bit more, but my moment of like, holy shit, like this is really happening was I was in Spain in a club DJing the after party, and I remember this like it was yesterday, bro. I was there like getting ready. We did sound check, and then as we're doing sound check, me and Chris, whatever, like one of his managers goes and he's like, "Yo, by the way, Rauw is gonna pull up to the after party," because he didn't always pull up.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, he's gonna pull up." So in other words, what they're saying with that is, yo, tighten up, make sure you're on your A game. Like,
Yeah.
You know, because obviously this is his image more than anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Like, say less. Like,
How nervous were you, bro?
dude, I'm shaking down. I'm shaking
Bro,
down.
I was not coming into this goddamn
Yeah,
fucking building.
exactly.
So just, you're good. You're good.
So
Yeah.
I was there. Long story short, I was there, right? And like typically, whenever they say he's coming, like to an after party, how it would play out was I'd be DJing and he'd come, but he'd be somewhere in his VIP, right?
Yeah.
Brother, the VIP was in the DJ booth.
Oh.
So as I'm setting up and as I'm starting, he comes up. He's right next to me, and you know Liano too. Liano was also like right next to my left. Rauw Alejandro was to my right, and todo el corillo estaba ahí literally for Chris Palace and for our show. And then he performed with Chris Palace the song they had together, which is Gatas, right? But like the moment where I was like, yo, no way this is happening was when I was DJing, bro. And he goes and he's like, mira papi, ¿tú quieres un trago? ¿Estás bien? I'm like, no, yo estoy bien.
Who said that?
Rauw told me that.
Oh, shit.
And when he told me
And
that,
what the fuck did you say?
I was just like, no, estoy bien, because I didn't want to bother her.
No, you say
right?
yes,
supposed to
motherfucker.
take
Give
a
me this
shot
shit
from
right now.
Rauw, fool.
Yeah, dude.
Nah.
I would have taken that as disrespect. That's it.
No, wait, here comes the kicker.
Okay, wait, Shadow, wait.
Oh, okay.
Here comes the kicker. The kicker was, he goes and then he's like, whatever, smoking. And then all of a sudden he's like, this is where I didn't say no to, because I had already said no to him once. He goes and he's like, you alright?
This butt plug just fell. Like, it just literally did its own thing. I'm
He
sorry.
goes and he's like, oh, mira papi, ¿quieres, like, tu fuma?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I had already said no, so I was like, all right, now it's really disrespectful if I say no to him.
Wait, he asked you if you smoke?
Yeah, so he gave me his own fucking J that he was smoking.
It was
and I took
this
a
was
hit.
hookah or what or
Nah,
or is that
it's
J?
the J. It was the J.
Oh, shit.
So he passed me his J. I take a little hit and I give it back to, because obviously I'm performing still.
All salivated.
And I'm like, bro, yo, what?
All
Like,
salivated.
no, but wait, it gets even better. So the after party finished, and the club itself has 2 rooms. So the other room he completely rented out.
Wait,
for
where
his
are you?
people.
Where in the world are you at right
In
now?
Spain. I'm in Spain.
Oh, you're in Spain.
I'm
you
in
said,
Madrid,
right?
to be specific.
Madrid?
Yeah, Madrid.
Oh, fuck.
So I think it was
Madrid.
called, I don't even remember the name. I don't want to butcher it or say another name that I'm not supposed to. But it was in Madrid. It was in Spain. And the after party finished, and literally it was like, dude, like everybody just left. And I'm like, I'm over here by myself, like, you know, taking down my equipment for the next DJ. And they all left. I'm like, where'd everybody go? Dude, this guy in the same club, the second room, he completely rented out for only his people. Only his people. If you were there, it's because you knew him or you're a part of his group. And then I'm there chilling, you know, I have my little backpack on. I'm like drinking because, like, you know,
You're off.
I'm
You're
off.
off. Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm drinking. I'm having a good time. I'm freaking smoking hookah. I'm like, my flight's like in the morning, so I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time, bro. One of his like boys, like his like boys, like tight, comes running up to me. I'm like, yo, why is he running up to me? And he comes, he's like, papi, tú estás dispuesto para trabajar? Y yo digo, what you mean? Like, I just finished. He's like, no, papi, la cosa es que Rauw no le gusta este DJ que está tocando aquí y quiere que tú toques. I'm like, did you just tell me that Rauw Alejandro asked for me specifically?
That's fucking fire.
Mind you, it was one of his DJs that came up to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. I was like, are you serious? He's like, sí, papi, dale, tú te apuntas. I'm like, sí, papi, vamos a darle. So then again, I went, I started DJing, bro, and he was there right there in the VIP. It was a movie, bro. Wait, it gets better. This whole story
This
is
shit
crazy.
just keeps getting better and better.
No. It gets crazy. The mixer that they had was outdated, and it was not updated. So as I'm playing, all of a sudden, bro, 2 songs in, playing for Rauw Alejandro and his people, 2 songs in, my system crashes. And then all of a sudden, imagine being at Calle on a packed night, and then all of a sudden my music turning off, and everybody in the place just looks at me. I'm like, yo, what do I do? Brother, not my friends, not anyone there that I knew more than Rauw Alejandro came up to me in that moment, and I froze. And I didn't know it wasn't my fault. Yeah. I'm going to go into how we fixed it, but the beauty about all this was the one and only person that, like, as soon as that happened, literally, like, seconds in that I'm, like, trying to, like, whoa, what's happening? Mm-hmm. He literally jumped from the VIP into the booth. Rauw Alejandro jumped from the VIP into the booth, looked at me in the face, grabbed my shoulders, and was like, papi, no te preocupes, estas cosas pasan. Like, tú olvídate de todo el mundo aquí, tú olvídate de lo que está pasando, esto se va a arreglar. Mira, tómanos un shot. Mira, oye, tráenos un shot. He brought a shot, we drank a shot, he said, papi, esto se va a arreglar.
That's fire.
And then the owner of the club obviously came out of nowhere and was like, yo, what happened? I told him that mixer was old. Mm-hmm. So he's like, oh no, we have another one in-house. They brought the other one, they plugged it up, and then I went back to working, and it was... But, like, in other words, where I'm saying that moment was everything to me, because it's like, yo, we're talking about one of the biggest artists in the Latin community.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For him to do what he did, he didn't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
For him to ask me to DJ for him to, be there in a moment where I thought I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. And, like, to calm me down, I was like, yo, I wish that whoever I'm telling this to was there, because you wouldn't believe it unless you were there.
Right.
And it was just absolutely insane, bro. And that was, to me, like the pinnacle of my DJ career, because I'm like, yo, I'm with one of the biggest artists in the world. I'm DJing for him, like.
And for that to happen, bro, cool. That's like such a nightmare for any DJ.
Any DJ, brother.
Especially in that moment with for DJing for Rauw Alejandro, and that happens, that's...
Dude, I was playing with Yair's equipment at headquarters, and I can't remember. It was just like 3 guys there, and my shit fucked up, and I panicked. With 2 guys that I know, and I fuck around with every day. I can't possibly imagine, like, playing in front of, like, a Calle crowd, because Calle, y'all are fucking, your expectations are crazy sometimes. Yeah. Like, music be going off and y'all be like, boo. Yeah. Like, it's like, bro, chill. It's like technical difficulties. Fucking chill. We're working on it. Anytime, note to self, anytime Shadow starts singing Happy Birthday, we are working on resetting this shit back up. Like, it died. Like, the shit died. Yeah. And so Brian gives Shadow a cue, like, yo, go. And he goes, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to celebrate these birthdays tonight on the count of 3. Bro, we're going to count happy birthday. 1. And he starts counting slower. 2. 3, happy birthday. And Brian's like doing some shit. They shut off the
mic. Everyone else is screaming happy birthday. They shut off all the speakers, reset the whole fucking laptops. Mixer.
Yeah, we're saying happy birthday because we do give a fuck about you. Like, we do, for real. Yeah. But also, our equipment just went down, so we're resetting it. Like, that's it. But
and we also know how important it is not to kill the moment, kill the vibe.
So you have to learn. You have to learn how to pivot. I feel like as a DJ, like, understand how to, like, how do you transition over to
how
that?
How to improvise.
Yeah. But to DOUZA, to you, bro, and your experience, bro, you're doing it in front of an A-lister. Yeah. Like, you're doing it in front of a guy that, you're right, he's such an influential Latin artist that, like, you would want in a perfect world nothing to go bad in that one shot, because that's an opportunity of a lifetime. Right, whether it was small, whether it was private, whether it was like an opening act, bro, that's like
any DJ would kill to be in that situation, like, especially any Latin DJ.
To direct it back to what to that night, right? You would think that, okay, like, maybe people are thinking, oh, like any other artist, he just wanted to be nice. I mean, being said of what happened, right, and knowing that it wasn't my fault, he still even then, on his last after party, literally the last after party of the tour, which was in PR, I remember being on the plane and his manager hitting me up as I'm in the plane, like, texting me, like, hey, an opportunity came up where Rauw requested you to DJ his last private after party of his tour. Do you want to do it? We're going to pay you XYZ. And I'm like, are you being serious? Like, what? You're asking me
The finale
to do. I'm like, yeah. I mean, with all due respect to anybody else that has employed me, I would have done that shit for free. Yo, like,
you guys didn't hear that. That was not just said right now.
But like,
Yeah.
and like that night in itself, which I can't speak on, was iconic. Like, dude, to like DJ one of the biggest artists, Latin artists that I look up to in the world, to DJ for them on their last night of their tour day in Puerto Rico at a private event. Like,
that's insane.
That's fire, bro. Honestly, man, like I'm jealous. Like, I'm honestly genuinely jealous, but not like a bad jealousy. I'm more like I envy that. Like, that's sick as fuck in a good way. Like, in a good, cause
in a
man,
healthy way.
Cause I consider you to be my boy. Like, you're like, you're part of the family now, right? You're at Calle, and when I hear great success stories like that, not just from you, but from anybody that represents Calle or that's walked through Calle, I'm like, yo, like, that's just fire, bro. Like, that's what it's really all about. The exposure, the you getting that opportunity, the you get to take that with you. Like, that's in your heart. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
When somebody asks you, like, yo, have you reached the pinnacles of success that you've wanted to reach? You refer back to that memory because that's like your moment, And a lot of people don't have moments like that. A lot of people, a lot of people, the majority of them don't have moments like that, you know? So, I'm super like proud of you. I'm super proud of you. I think you're an amazing kid. I consider all of us to be super talented, right? And I understand that it doesn't matter what you know. Like, you can know all the mix, like, help me out, Shadow, all the
DJ skills.
All the DJ skills bullshit, right? You can know all of that. But if you don't do shit with it, then who gives a fuck about what you know, right?
Exactly.
So to see you exercise, like, your talent, because it is a talent. Like, and Shadow, you know this. I tell you this all the time. Like, I think you guys, the people that produce music, the people that DJ, it's a talent. It's a skill. And it's you learning how to pivot, how to adjust to certain crowds, how to, like, how to go about, transitioning and X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 all in a platform of, like, pressure. Like, it's pressure. You're under pressure all the fucking time, right? And then not only that, add distractions, right? Add the girls, add the alcohol, add the smoke and mirrors, what it comes with, right? And I feel like if you don't have, like, a straight, structured mentality, if you're not focused, you can very well get lost really, really quick.
It's very easy to drop the ball on that, man.
So on that note, what would you words of wisdom to anybody that's looking to DJ, anybody that's looking to pick up a mixer and say, yo, you know what, I want to be a DJ today? Like, what would you suggest? What would you suggest to your 11-year-old self, like, now understanding where you're at today, right? At PISO21, obviously. What would you say? Yo, this is what I would do different. What, I don't know, suggestions. Maybe someone like me, I have no idea what those buttons do.
Honestly, I don't know what I do different. I'm actually very happy with how I came about and how I learned the craft. The only thing I would tell you, to anybody that wants to learn how to DJ, I say do it, and whoever wants to do it, with anything in life, man, do it because you really want to do it. Don't do it for a reason that's out of your scope or for a reason that you like it all ties into you. And I think that, like, anybody that wants to DJ, anybody could do it. Like, it doesn't take rocket science to do what I do, man. And I appreciate the kind words of talent. But I think that, like, I wasn't born with this talent. It wasn't, or maybe I was, but it's just one of those things that, like, if you want to be a DJ, the only thing I could tell you is just do it. Like, pick up on learn your own music. If it's anything that I tell you is the biggest part into doing this, I could teach you how to transition. Transitioning is the easiest thing to teach. I can't teach you how to create a vibe. That is created within your own aspect, right? And, like, we have another DJ here, Shadow, right? Shadow, I think, is an amazing DJ as well. However, in his own way, he creates his own Shadow vibe. In my own way, I create my own DOUZA vibe, right? Yeah. It's learning your own niche. It's your own craft. So if you want to be a DJ, I say do it, do it because you really love the music and
Yeah.
like it's what entertains you, is because that's what entertained me.
Mm-hmm.
And the transitions you could learn, the nitty gritty of it, like you could pick up a book and learn it. You could go on YouTube and learn it, right? The technicalities of it. What you can't learn and what somebody won't teach you is learning your own music and how to portray your own music. Because I could give Shadow right now my 26,000 songs that I have in my laptop.
Damn,
Does
Shadow
it
would
mean-
love that.
I would love that.
And
Love
I-
it.
I'd give it to
Shadow
you.
would love that. Shadow has how many songs you have in your fucking laptop?
I have a decent amount. I would
Motherfucker,
say.
you have 12.
No.
I feel like you have like maybe 13, 14.
No. I would say I have 5,000.
5,000?
Yeah.
Okay, we're trying to get Brian's laptop. Like he's
How
got,
many does he
yeah,
have?
I don't know, but he has the
He's got a
bomb
lot.
shit.
He's got a good.
He's got the good shit. We've
got a
always
good
with
playlist.
Shadow's always trying to get it. Like he's always trying to get.
Come on, just.
Yeah, like, hey, just give me your
How
Bro.
fast is your processor? Cause
Look
I
at
don't
this
mind giving
bullshit.
it to you.
Hey, was over here talking about
bro.
processing shit. Like, fuck.
Because I don't mind giving him my music, but you know how long that shit takes to transfer?
Yeah. it takes
Oh,
forever.
okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we shouldn't do. We shouldn't. No, Shadow, you just need to download more shit.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
yeah. You keep. Your,
I just
keep,
download the shit I like. You know, like,
Which is
you-
good.
you
That's
see.
exactly what it takes.
know?
Because like,
Yeah.
because I give him my 26,000 songs doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's gonna like that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's gonna be like, oh, this shit's whack.
I'll probably only play like. You know,
Duza, what's
a
the funniest shit? What's the funniest shit that's happened to you while DJing? Like, what's one shit that you're like, fuck, like I did not want that shit to happen. I don't know what.
Fuck, dude.
Come on, dude, just say it with your chest. I'm about to take this swing. I'm already feeling this shit right here. Is it tickling you yet?
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit's been tickling me all podcast long.
No way.
Yeah, yo, I'm a
Yeah, let's
lightweight.
swig it. I mean, let's chug it.
No, I'm not chucking shit, Shadow. I need
Yo,
to
I
go
have
to work.
more than you, bro.
Yeah, for
and I
real.
gotta work tonight too.
Yeah. Well, why you think about that? Last time you came to Portland, you had you had a lot more facial hair on your face.
That motherfucker.
And and today, you know, like
I look like I'm 12. I know. I get
no,
it.
no, you look like
What do I look like? What do I look like?
You look
Say
like
it with your chest.
you look
Say it
like
with your chest.
you look like you're going through some shit. Like what's going on, bro?
Damn, like that?
Talk to us right now.
Nah, all right. Honestly,
No, you look good. You look
Turn
good.
to your
You,
camera. Turn straight to your camera. Yeah.
I appreciate you, but the
you just
reason
look a little
behind this-
different. A little different. That's all.
The reason behind this look is because I'm not dyeing my hair anymore. So if you know me and you know my roots, like a lot of like my craziness and my look was always the dyeing of the hair.
Mhm.
I stopped doing that because you wanna know why?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
My fucking hairline is receding. Like
Oh fuck! Not the
fucking-
hairline
yeah, bro.
receding,
Like, I'm not even gonna show you because I have to take everything off. But
bro. That's my worst nightmare.
my hairline is
Honestly.
receding, bro.
Hey,
So
same here. My shit's.
I can see
That's
your
right.
forehead
It's
from
thinning
like,
out.
bro. Before I show up to Calle,
You
like
see my
I'm walking
forehead.
up to Calle and I see you, and I'm like, that's Shadow, because I can see your forehead from a fucking block away.
Yep.
But I'm going the right. I'm trekking that
You're
way
right there,
too.
too.
So
So chiming in on the reason behind this new look of mine is because I wanted to do something bold. I haven't shaved. I'm not Jason Momoa, and I haven't gone 6 years without shaving my beard. But it's been a long time since I've fully shaved, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Like it's always been an insecurity of mine of not having facial hair. So I was like, man, you know what? Fuck this shit. Hair grows back. And I want to do a different look, man. I'm like, I've never done no sash look. And on top of that, my inspiration is my father. May he rest in peace. And I look more like him. And I carry him a lot more in my heart. So you know what? I did this a lot because I wanted to be bold and do something ballsy. AKA, to me, this is ballsy. And two, for my pops. And also because, you know, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
dude, so when you say shit like that, it makes me feel like an asshole. Now I feel like a fucking legit asshole. So I'm gonna cheers to you.
That was the whole point,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you did a great job at sending me to assholeville. Like, okay, so your father's not here no more?
No, unfortunately, he passed 2 years ago, or a little less than 2 years ago.
Really? I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no,
So-
I mean, it's life, man, but...
Yeah? How old was your father?
He wasn't that old. He was like, he was born in 61. He passed when he was like 62.
So you can say it's none of your business, and that's fine. I will understand it. Like, what did he pass from?
They declared it natural causes. Honestly, if I wanted to make you guys cry, I probably can because it's a really sad story. He passed away on there's not many gifts I ever gave my father, but one of the gifts that I did give him was his health wasn't always the best. He had suffered a stroke 2 years before he passed, and he completely changed his lifestyle. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. He beat all the odds, man. He beat pancreatic cancer. He beat leukemia.
Wow.
He beat it all, and he turned into a very healthy individual. And I bought him his first plane ticket to go see his niece and nephew that he's never seen in Jersey. So it was the first time he was seeing them. It was for Thanksgiving, and literally the day of his flight, I had just talked to him the night before and walked him through flying and all that because he's old, you know. And the day of his flight, I woke up going into work, and I got a call from my uncle, which is like his best friend, because he was gonna take him to the airport. He got to his house. He went to go take him, and my dad wasn't responding. But my uncle thought it was just him sleeping, so he just kept making him like a coffee. And then when he went to go move him, he just was unresponsive. He called the paramedics, and they performed whatever they could to try to bring him back to life. But they declared it a natural cause of death. Like he just died naturally, like in peace.
In his sleep.
In his sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, he just never woke up.
Damn. So he never made it to that trip.
No, he didn't.
And you had gone on that trip so that he can meet his.
So he can meet his niece and nephew for the first time, and he didn't even get.
How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I mean, I have a lot of emotions towards it. Obviously, a big part of it is I always blame myself, you know, because it's just, you know, obviously, like I think of his excitement, his nervousness. He did explain to me how nervous he was to fly by himself. I just think of a whole bunch of different ways I could have done it differently, and I'm not trying to beat myself up. But, yeah, my emotions are all over the place, you know. Obviously, when it comes to him, I had to, like, they didn't let me in to see him until they concluded the investigation. When I finally saw him, I still have that image very vividly in my head of how he was on the floor with blood, and it was bad. But, yeah, my emotions are all over the place. But at the same time, they're not, because I know that anything he would want is for me not to blame myself and for me to just keep living life, and I'm just gonna live on to do what I know would make him proud, and it's not cry about it, not be emotional about it, because
did your father ever see you perform? Like ever see you?
No, that's another thing that I regret too, because he had explained it to me in his recovery after his stroke. He would always tell me that he'd like, "Oh, Bobby, I wanna go see you perform." I never allowed it because. It's not because of course, like one of my dreams was for him to be there and doing my craft because he's very proud of me. But I thought of the worst moments. I'm like, yo, your health isn't good. You know, what's being at a club for a couple hours with loud music, you in a wheelchair. Like it just didn't stick right with me, and I was trying to prevent something that like I couldn't assume that was gonna happen, right? I just wanted better for his health, and I didn't think that sticking him in a club to see me do my job would be the best for him, knowing that he had a stroke recently.
Right.
Because I just thought it was gonna enable another one. I didn't know how science worked or how doctors work, but I just didn't want to be the actual reason for him to have another incident with his health.
Sure.
You know, so that's why I never allowed him to be at. But he asked me multiple times, and I would always deny it.
You know, that's crazy. You know, and I think this is like, I wish we would have touched on this earlier, because this is like a very important, impactful, you know, subject for a lot of people, you know, like, so not just because it's your story, but I feel like a lot of the viewers may share a lot of what you're saying. Like they can resonate with what you're saying. This goes to say that a father figure is the most important. It's a very important part of a young man's life. And I'm a father, right? I'm a dad. My son's 4.5. But I don't care if I'm fucking dying. Like I need to go to his first whatever. Right, to his first, like it's just what fathers do. You know what I mean? Like good fathers, right? Good fathers want to be there for those moments, because at the end of the day, you don't take shit with you. You just take memories. Yeah. You know, so I mean, I'm not saying that you robbed them of a memory. I'm just saying, and I understand like why you did it, because that's at the end of the day you were looking after your father's health. But that's so, at the end of the day, there's like a bittersweet feel, like
for sure,
taste to what you just said, because either way you would have gone with it. There's no wrong or right. you know, you did it for your reasons and he did it for his. And so life sucks, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's just at the end of the day, life does suck, you know, and we as humans, as people, we try to go about it in making the best decisions or choices that we possibly can. And I don't even think people want to be happy anymore. I think people just want to be at peace.
Yeah.
So that in return they can find some sort of happiness. Period.
Yeah.
I don't think anything more of that. So thank you for sharing that. That was pretty deep, and that's what, you know, that's what this is about. Like, you see a talented artist, you know, and you see, like I said, like you're about to kill it tonight. You're about to do this fucking show. I know it's gonna pop off. It always pops off.
Yeah.
You know, like I know Shadow always gets excited that, yo, bro, DJ DOUZA is about to come into town, and there's more to the artist. There's more to the face. There's more to you shaving your face off. Like, you know, there's a person there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a person with a story, and that story is literally what drives you, and it's the reason why the fuck you're here.
Yeah.
If not, then we wouldn't have met through all this fucking all of these things had to fucking fall into play in order for us to meet, in order for us to make shit move. You know, you need to make shit move. You're inspiring a lot of people.
I appreciate
maybe
that.
not.
And I wish to do that. 100%.
Yeah, maybe not through words. If not through words, through music, and if not through music, through words, right? And through storytelling. And for anybody out there that's looking to be a DJ or to be an artist, a poet, a writer, a fucking songwriter, a producer, you know, harvest your hardships, and don't think of them as like, oh fuck, poor me, I can't do shit because I'm in this situation, or I don't have my mom or dad. No, fuck that. Use that as motivation, and essentially go fucking DJ in a private room in front of Rauw, Alejandro, and hope that your shit don't go off.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that. Fucking do that. And then sit in this podcast and tell a fucking story about who you really is. That's really what the fuck life's about.
Yes, sir.
Cheers to you,
brother.
fuckers.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
Cheers. No, for sure, bro. Hey, bro, thank you for being on, you know, PISO21 podcast, powered by Mrs. Calle 6. We love what we're doing, bro. We hopefully you had fun, and thank you for sharing the things that you've been sharing. Shadow, I mean, what are your thoughts, bro? Like, I think
that was beautiful, bro. It really reminded me, we both have a close friend whose father passed away not too long ago, and it reminded me of something you said, where it's like, yo, like, and you could probably say it better, but like, yo, like, your friends around you are gonna be your family one day, because the people that raised you are unfortunately gonna not be here at some point. And it, you know, to some of us nos toca sooner than later, but eventually that's like a guarantee for all of us. So that should just hit me, you know, like in the same moment.
I think that's 100% true, Shadow. I think the hardest moments that we're about to endure, and you've already endured it to some degree, is when our parents are not here no more, right? Or our immediate family. Sooner or later they go, right? And your family, or what's left, is the relationships and the friendships that you build along the way, and they now become family, right? Brian, that's my brother. You know, I have blood brothers and blood sisters. Brian has became my brother. Like, that's my brother. I don't give a fuck if he has got a different family or a different mom. Bro, I will take my shirt off for you. Like, I promise. You tell me to jump, I'll ask you how high. You know, so it's crazy, because you, like, you too, Shadow, you know, and again, DOUZA, now you, right? Like, we come into this space, and it's like, what people see is like, damn, it's a vibe, it's this and that. It's like, no, it's more than that. Like, we got each other. Like, you know, if we go to Miami, I know DOUZA's got us, you know. 1000%. If he comes to Portland, like, he knows we got him, right? So it's all about finding, like, people that will allow you to survive and essentially make you feel like whole. Like you said it correctly, Shadow. I think that's correct, man. Life's about making memories, making good solid connections, good friendships, staying honest, not only with those people, but staying honest to you, you know, because you have a foundation that your parents brought you up on, and you need to stay loyal to that. I can't be mad at that. Your Shadow can't be mad at that, right? 100%. So at the end of the day, bro, like, I mean, I'm happy, I'm excited to have met you, man. Like, I think you're a great guy. I've not that I didn't have respect for you then, but my respect for you now is like boom, like right, because you start knowing people and you fall in love with people. You spoke about you what a Pisces? What are those?
Pisces
too?
Yeah.
Fuckers, man, you motherfuckers. So I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know what the fuck none of that shit means. But I be falling in love with people like no tomorrow, bro. Like someone will tell me like, hey, I got like, you know, I have no money, and I'm like, oh, let me help you. Don't ask me for money. But but they'd be like, hey, I had something like da-da-da, and I'm trying to help, bro. Like I fall in love with people like no one's business, bro. Like I'm all about just trying to help and blah blah blah. In most cases, you know. But anyway, bro, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, my boy. Be well. Yeah, we'll see you guys. Anything you want to tell the fans before we go?
Guys, says tonight, Miami night. We gonna get litty. I'm bringing Miami to the 503. So pull up, ladies. You're in for y'all night. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Cheers.
This is coming out on Monday after this though. So do you know if you're gonna be just doing Miami nights whenever you pull up?
I don't know yet, but
I kind of like it.
But maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not set in stone. It's not set in stone, but
that's a Brian question. We need to ask Brian. See what the fuck he wants to do.
Also, I feel like we'll know that answer after tonight.
True.
Not saying that tonight's gonna go bad, but like we'll know if because I'm telling you guys, I'm coming with a completely just different vibe tonight.
Bro, tonight's gonna be so epic. Like I promise you. Like he was telling me about his ideas earlier, and I'm like, damn, bro, like that. It's actually that's gonna smack. Yeah. So. But fuck, hopefully I'm sober enough by then because I need to chill the fuck out. Like
started, bro. I'm lit.
This is like fucking lit, bro. It's half a bottle. Like
it's 5 o'clock somewhere and it's 5 o'clock here. Right now, so
legit, it's 5 o'clock. All right, peace, people. We'll see you guys in the next time.
Peace out. See you on the next episode.
For sure.